Have you ever wondered how the heck can Gucci charge what they do for the stuff that they have? Well, me too. And so I actually went to Gucci. Obviously, I don't wear anything Gucci, but I was like, I gotta figure out what the heck this store is all about. And one of my mentors was like, Colin, you just gotta experience it one time and you will understand. So I was in Vegas and I was like, I'm gonna go to Gucci. And I walked in dressed pretty similar to how I'm dressed. Maybe I wasn't wearing my cowboy hat, just a ball cap. And I walked in and you would have thought that I was the Prince of Nigeria or something. Because I walked in and they waited on me hand and foot. Made me feel like I was 10 feet tall, like I was the most important person that they had ever met. And I almost became addicted to it. So let me go through like some things that they do differently than say Walmart. We'll call it the Gucci way. Now, mind you, I don't know all their SOPs. This is just going off of what I saw. All right, so I walked in and immediately 3 employees greeted. And like, when I say greeted, it wasn't like a, hi there, sir. Nope, it was like, well, hi there, sir, how are you today? And they all came up, my name is such and such, how can I help you today? What are you looking for? How can, they all asked a different question. What is it you're exactly looking for? Oh, do you have a special event that you're attending that you're looking for an outfit for, or you're looking for shoes for, or whatever else? And I was like, you wanna know what I'm actually doing? I came here because I heard that you guys treat every customer a special way, and I'm here to do recon on that and figure out how I can treat my customers the same way in my roofing and gutter business. And they were like, oh, okay, cool. Well, are you gonna buy anything? I was like, I don't know, maybe. Like, maybe you'll make me feel like I'm supposed to buy something. And they're like, all right, cool, let's go. And they took me on a tour throughout the entire store. And I was like, holy cow. Well, you know what? One of my good friends has this nice pair of Gucci shoes that I've always thought were like, that's pretty classy. Right? I like them. And they're like, oh, okay, let's go look at the shoes. And so we go over there and I was like, all right, yeah, it's these ones right here. They're like, oh, these are the best shoes. And they pull it out and they tell me all about the shoe. They knew everything. Have you ever been to like a high-end white tablecloth restaurant where they know what wine goes with whatever you're eating? Like, that's what this was. You could tell in order for them to be a retail worker at Gucci, they had to intimately know all of the products. And it blew my mind how educated these people were. Now, the pair of shoes I was looking at were $900, right? I haven't paid that much for even a pair of my boots. Like, my most expensive ones are $800, all right? So, I was greeted by 3 employees, and then I got the full tour. And then their knowledge, how do you spell knowledge? There we go. Their knowledge on all the products. So I'll put this, knowledge on products. It wasn't like Walmart where they didn't know where something was. And even if they did, I didn't know that. If they had to scurry in back and be like, hey, I can't find this thing, can you help me out? I had no idea. I was just treated like royalty. I was offered a beverage. This is another baller thing that you can do, especially if you work in a business where people come to you, just literally offer a beverage. This hat's from the Cow Lot, but I got one from Rustlers in downtown Nashville one time. And I walked in, it was like 10:30 in the morning, and I was just actually getting this hat reshaped and cleaned up and whatnot. And they offered me a beer. They're like, hey, can we get you a beer or anything? It's completely free. They just wanted me to feel like I was important. And I thought that was really, really cool. Offer a beverage, any opportunity that you possibly can. Some of you know that that's what I do when I'm going to a customer's house. Like, hey, I'm gonna stop at the gas station. Can I get you some jerky or, a pop or anything like that? A lot of people say no, but the offering matters. So by the time I left Gucci, I refrained, I didn't buy anything. The whole experience was white glove. From the time I walked in to the time I left, I literally left there feeling bad that I didn't buy anything. I was mentally convinced that I should be paying this much money for these products because the way that they were treating me. And we can do the same thing inside of our service businesses. So because of my Gucci experience, I then went to Rolex and I got a very, very similar experience at the Rolex store. And it blew my mind that, holy cow, living here in small town Ludington has put me in this little bubble. And I need to get out. And I can learn a lot from these retail stores like Gucci or Louis Vuitton or, fill it in, right? Even Coach. If you haven't been to Coach, Coach is like the poor rich man's stuff, all right? It's not Walmart or like, JC Penney quality. It's higher than that. But like you can still get a nice purse for like $250 or something like that. So when you go to a Coach store, you get a very similar experience, and it just kind of blows your mind, and you walk out feeling like you don't have buyer's remorse at all. Like, I am fully justified paying this much for the service because of the white gloves that I was treated with. And that I've taken that into my home service business. How can we do that? How can we make our clients feel like I felt when I was at Gucci, like I felt when I was at Rolex, like I felt when I was at Coach? How can we bring that into the home service business and radically shift the way customers feel about giving us their certificates of good deeds, their dollar bills, all right? If we can make them feel like, oh, this is worth every single cent, they become raving fans and they tell all of their friends and family about us, and we make more money. Just some quick lessons that I learned from visiting a Gucci store, something that I would realistically never wear, but I'm a little bit convinced I probably should have a couple pieces of Gucci just to remind me consistently of the experience that I got when I was there. Hopefully this is like turn some wheels inside your brain and you're like, you got a bunch of ideas on how you can white glove things inside of your business to make your customers raving fans of your company. We'll see y'all next time.